Welcome back to the It Girl Playbook. Today we'll be continuing our fun little series and honestly one of our most popular series, It Girl Lessons from It Girls, where we explore some of our favorite, most iconic It Girls and see what it is that makes everyone so obsessed with them. And by better understanding what makes them so magnetic, we can be inspired to adopt some of their most attractive qualities and values into our own lives so that we can level up as well. In today's little lesson, we'll be learning from the infamous femme fatale Cleopatra herself and explore the art of seduction. To this day, Cleopatra is still remembered not only as a leader, but a woman who really leverages her femininity, intelligence, and seduction to lead her nation and protect her people. She lives up to her reputation as one of the most iconic femme fatale. Her aura was one of mystery, strength, and allure. As a female leader that was needed to lead her people, she often resorted to the strategic use of seduction. She charmed men and used their power to fight her wars. After being dethroned by her brother, Cleopatra had the goal to regain her throne. She needed the support of a powerful ally, and she had set her eyes on Julius Caesar. Cleopatra famously had herself rolled up in a carpet and delivered to Caesar's private chambers. This bold move was able to ensure a private interaction with Julius Caesar, bypassing her brother's forces, who would have prevented her from meeting him. She successfully charmed him with her sheer audacity and her intelligence, and was able to make Caesar an ally, and with his support, she was able to successfully regain her throne. And although Cleopatra was known to be a siren and a femme fatale and had men literally starting wars for her, she was not necessarily known for her looks. This comes to show that seduction is less about physical beauty. Seduction is more about character than appearance. In the previous story, it's important to note that Julius Caesar had his option of women, but he was drawn to Cleopatra because she was able to seduce her with her charm and her audacity and her intelligence. Now, does looking put together help? Is pretty privilege a thing? Absolutely. It doesn't help to charm someone if you haven't showered in 2 weeks and you don't take care of yourself, but you don't need to look like a model in order to practice the art of seduction. On the flip side, there are also people who are drop-dead gorgeous who can be miserable to be around. Having a magnetic aura and seduction is beyond looks. It's the way that we carry ourselves and the way that our confidence speaks for us. Before we dive deeper into using seduction to get your way, let's first define it so that we have a better understanding of what seduction actually means. Seduction can easily be mistaken as manipulating someone with a romantic or physical action. However, that is not at all the case. At its core, seduction is about influence. It's about persuasion and the ability to attract others into wanting something that is more aligned with your thoughts, your beliefs, or actions. This is totally different from manipulation because while both seduction and manipulation involves influence, seduction is more about creating a magnetic pull to attract a specific behavior, a thought, a person, or whatever it is that your goal is without coercion and without force. It's the same as a company creating an attractive work environment with attractive compensation and benefits to attract or quote unquote seduce talent into joining the company. Psychologically, seduction taps into the very core of human needs and desires, such as the need for connection, validation, or excitement of the unknown. Seduction is a skill, and skills can be learned. A big part of understanding seduction is understanding human psychology. Cleopatra understood that when she was introducing herself in a male-dominated space of male leaders, male conquerors, kings, and male rulers, she leaned into her femininity to provide a refreshing contrast to a space filled with masculinity and war and sweat. And so, going back to the previous reference, she really tapped tapped into the human need or human desire for excitement of something unknown or something that was more rare. After Julius Caesar was assassinated, Cleopatra was once again in a vulnerable position, and she looked to align with another powerful figure, Mark Antony. He summoned her to where he was at to discuss her allegiance, and instead of just showing up, Cleopatra made a grand entrance on a golden ship with colorful sails, dressed like the goddess Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and filled her ship with very fragrant flowers and perfume. She had servants fanning her, adding to the visual and making her out to be this divine figure. And from history, we know that the allegiance was successful, and again proves how charming and intelligent Cleopatra was, as she made herself and her presence like a vacation for the men that she was seducing. Now, am I telling you to go and seduce men? Absolutely not. But what I am saying is that you can lean into your femininity and leverage the art of seduction to get what you want. In a day and age where it seems like masculine energy is rewarded through the rise of hustle culture, right? And women are becoming more masculine just to survive. Femininity is even more rare. And that also means that it makes it easier for those who do capitalize on it. When I was working on a team, I often dressed and acted more feminine so that I could better play the damsel in distress to attract masculine men that will provide me with solutions and just help me get my work done. Playing the damsel in distress doesn't mean that you are dumbing yourself down. It's called being smart and acting stupid. You are able to receive help and get the work that you need done without doing the heavy lifting. And men in their masculine energy can be rewarded and feel like they are the hero in your situation. And so it's a win-win situation that you created. That honestly sounds genius to me. And so, like Cleopatra, don't be afraid to leverage your femininity and utilize the art of seduction to get what you want. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope to see you in the next one. And in the meantime, as always, stay hot. Bye.